Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I asked you in my last video if you wanted to see the few little bits that I'd got. I didn't get Christmas presents this year, we just focused on the little fella because we didn't have the funds to do it. And then my husband had a little bit of money and so we were able to do gifts. So this was part of my, if you like, Christmas present. Well, a little treat. I'm very lucky and I don't for 1 minute take that for granted. So my husband said, choose something you'd really like, and so I did. So here we are. So this is a watercolour pad, obviously, as you can see, which came free with the Faber-Castell Albert Durers. And the lovely Kevin, who's a friend of mine and subscriber and supports the channel loads, sent me a set of watercolours ages ago. Sorry, watercolour pencils. And I've been practicing with them. I'd been scared of them for such a long time. Well, I enjoyed those so much that I wanted to add to that collection with these. And you'll have probably all seen them, so I'm not going to swatch them on the channel, but they are glorious pencils. Instead of being round, they're hexagonal. Just glorious, glorious pencils, and they activate on paper beautifully. And the other thing that is incredible about them, if you didn't know, is that they you can use them dry over the top of your watercolour painting. They will still reactivate, so you do have to be careful. But yeah, so if I didn't say, they've got, I can't show you on the bottom here, but underneath the tray is a spongy layer that protects the other pencils. I don't know if I have that in my Polychromos set, which, if I hadn't said, they match identically the colours of the Polychromos. So when I've done a watercolour base with them, I can go over with these or my Polychromos dry once the page is dry and add to that that richness of colour. Although these are really vibrant and beautiful. So I was very, very lucky, and yeah, I got those from Amazon. And it came with a free Faber-Castell watercolour pad. So away I go. And then the other thing that I'd wanted that I couldn't get because of funds was Rising, which was Carolina Kupakowska's other book. As you know, I got the new one, which I can't find now. Can I find it? No, it's been selected. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is, on a special bookshelf. I got Circle of Dreams. I ordered and showed you before, which is a gorgeous book. But I hadn't got Rising, and you know Carolina Kupakowska is one of my favourite artists. She's an incredibly talented woman. So this was the other thing that I got, which was from Etsy. She did have a website. I don't know what's happened to her website, but it's gone. So I will try and link as many of these down below as I can. But it is a really beautiful book, and Carolina's paper is, oh, it's just a dream to work on. It's one of those papers that if you put pencil to it, you know truly how those pencils work, if that makes sense. But yeah, it is a beautiful, beautiful book with so many instantly distinguishable images that are Carolina's, and I love that one. You can't, you know, you'd know immediately that this is her work, and I just love it. I love the sketchiness of it. I always like this. I'm very drawn to sketchy images, and all of hers are like that. And it's just so different and quirky, and you can throw watercolours at it, alcohol markers if you wished, because it's got single-sided. It's just everything you want out of a colouring book. And then to add the art style on top, it's just the peaches and cream, isn't it, really? So, yeah, I'm thrilled with that. I'm sure you've probably all seen a flip. But I like that one. That's gorgeous. But, yeah, I get carried away. Look, I get lost for words. I'm looking at pictures and then I stumble over words. Oh, that's nice. Look at that little drummer boy. Isn't that cute? I mean, some of them are quite dark. Some of them are quite dark imagery, but not so much that I wouldn't want them. Like, I don't like the mythographic horror books. They're too much for me, in my, you know, my opinion. But Carolinas are not. They're more about thought and healing. And she says, she puts quotes in a few of her pages, like here. Can you feel it like a raindrop on your eyelashes? And you wake up. So you get a little, like, feel good. Prose is the word I was thinking of. Isn't that beautiful? So I'm very blessed. I'm very, very blessed, and I'm very lucky. That's gorgeous too. Look at that. So I'm thrilled to bits to keep up my Carolina collection and support her. It's really important that we support our artists. So I waited a while to do this video. I'm just going to put those carefully out of the way, because I had a lovely message from a friend of mine, Julie, who's a friend of our channel too, and has brought stuff for us to share on the channel before. And she messaged me and said, Lucy, could you hold off? I'm sending you a couple of books, and then you'll be able to put them in your video. So I did hold off. So she got me Lulu Mayo's The World's Cutest Animal Colouring Book. You'll have probably seen this on the lovely Kay's channel. I know she's got it. But what's different about this is nice paper. It's lovely smooth paper. Is you've got a coloured version on the other side of all the images. So for me, I know I've been delving into the world of colour theory and trying to learn as much about it as I can, so it makes it easier for my colouring and getting the right choices. But for me to have an image on this side to copy, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily, obviously I would colour the koalas, maybe use the colours, but colour it differently. It's really helpful. I mean, look at that. Look how bright and beautiful and vibrant that is. So I'd probably use those colours and then choose a colour to go in the background. Really pretty. A really, really lovely book. Did I say it was called The World's Cutest Animal Colouring Book by Lulu Mayo? It's been out a while. And this is Lovely Planet Kids. So let's see, when did it come out? December 2016 it came out, so it's been out a while, knocking about for a while, but isn't it beautiful? So I probably would change them up. I don't usually do mandalas, but these kind of mandalas, or those kind of mandalas, like Mela Panini Chats, I love hers, and this page, I mean, look at that, what's not to like? It's just beautiful and simple, and just going to give you instantly lovely results. So I'll quickly whiz. This beautiful underwater scene, look. Another like snow globe, that's pretty. So you could add, you could change it up, but I love the blue and orange together, opposite on the colour wheel, so it goes really well. Yeah, but you can change the colours. It's just nice to have that side, and then if you do really well, you can feel superior to that side. Yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful book with a lot of pages in it. Actually, for a kids' colouring book, it's a nice one, isn't it? The yin and yang. Oh, it's a Christmas one. Oh, I have to remember that. And then, yeah, and more underwater. Yeah, so I'll keep going quick because we've got a few to get through. Oh look, and then on the back you've got what the animals are and where they come from. That's so cool. So an elephant shrew. And fox, panda, tropical fish, peacock, koala, badger, rabbit, dolphin, sea turtle, tapir. Isn't that cool? That's really exciting to have that. I know it's a kid's book, so it'd have the facts, but it also like shows you where they come from. And then more facts on the back. Oh, that's really good. Look at that. Did you know the facts below? Find out more stuff about each of the animals in this book. What a lovely little book. So that is, it's a normal size book, well, A4 size book. Like, I'm trying to think of a book that you would know the size of. RJ, like an RJ book, RJ Hampson book, so A4 sized. So that was the first book that Julie sent me. And then she sent me this book, which I love. And you wait till you see it, but you've probably seen it, but I hadn't. This is called Dreamland, Colouring Whimsical Worlds, and this is by Renata, yeah, you know what I'm like with names. Honestly, inside is gorgeous. Now to me, it's like, well, we'll see. Let me open it up properly. It's absolutely stunning. The paper is fantastic. It says Get Creative 6, New York. Let's see, yeah. I think that's the publisher. Mixed Media Resources. Get Creative 6 is the publisher. It's like Kirby paper or Mela Panini's paper. It's absolutely gorgeous. So you get a little bit about the author here. I'll see if I can come out slightly. There we go. You get a little bit about the author illustrator here. She was born in Poland. The pages are perforated. What is all this? It looks like pencil sharpening bits on my page. The pages are perforated and they are single-sided. They remind me, the images remind me of a cross between Rita Berman and Lizzie Mary Cullen. And I know there was a lot of interest in Lizzie Mary's books when I was lucky enough to find them second-hand because they're out of print. But that's what it reminds me of. Rita Berman crossed with, I can zoom you back in now. Rita Berman crossed with Lizzie Mary Cullen. So you've got like Lizzie's style of clouds, and then but then you've got Rita Berman's, I don't know, Rita Berman's style of illustration. And it's absolutely gorgeous. There is some, well, it's all over my desk. There is some very different imagery. So we've got some unicorns in amongst all these plants and lights. But can you imagine the colour when you've done that? This, look at this. I love this. Look at that. So now either she's massive and these are tiny. I have no words. I don't know. Like the land of Lilliput. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't she gorgeous? And then foxes jumping through flowers. I just adore it. It's just, I don't know, it's very different and very open to your own interpretation. And again, what I like about it, we don't have to use real colours. We could do the brightest of the bright or pastel and it'd still look amazing. So we've got toadstools and a little girl trying to feed the deer. Little dragonfly. It's just such a gorgeous book, and I really honestly cannot wait to do a page in here. A little tree house. So this is, yeah, it's square like the mythographic books. In case I didn't tell you that, it is exactly the same size as a mythographic, but Kirby style paper, which is smooth and gorgeous to work on. I love Kirby's paper. A beautiful wreath with a little girl down here reaching up for that flower. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, and another one there, look, swinging. Little girl and a fox. And look, we've got the sun or the moon in the background. But look at the style of the flowers. They're so loose and open to your interpretation. You know, I just really like it. And you could just leave them loose like that. I mean, how cool. Just dots of colour. Got a bunch of tree houses. Isn't it amazing? And when was this published? Did I say? This was published in 2021. So I haven't seen it on YouTube, so you'll have to excuse my ignorance if you all know about it. But I'm so excited by it. And look at this dome, and in here, I don't know if you can make all this out, is a circus. We've got a ball and a hoop, and the little fishes, school of fishes are swimming through it. There's the tail of what maybe be a seal, seahorse, and then of course all the sea life paraphernalia on the outside. It's just such good fun. And then leading on from there, we've got a little girl colouring. I'm obsessed. Cuddling her bear with this Lizzie Mary style hills in the background. I just adore it. I was just absolutely blown away when I opened it up. I have sent my thanks to Julie. What a gift. It's just stunning. Look at that little greenhouse. And the little birds flying in, and all this vegetation around. Dandelions, or clock dandelions as the kids call them. And all these balloons that are floating away and taking this land away with it, with the one solitary little house. Isn't that lovely? And then again, Lizzie Mary Cullen hills, style hills, I add. And that, is that on the front cover? No, that's that one that's on the front cover. Where did we see that then? There. So there's a copy on the inside of the book of that one. Isn't that one gorgeous? Just lovely, isn't it? Love it. Birds in flight with almost like coral, and the underwater below them, I think, is what we're seeing, like a coral reef and the underwater below them. But that's my interpretation. Yours might be very different. But yeah, I love it. I'm gonna have to speed up, I think, but I'm enjoying myself, so why not? So we've got moths that are attracted to this light bulb in amongst all these flowers. Isn't that a cool concept? So they could be inside if that's what you wanted them to be. But I think I like the idea of them being drawn to the light bulb, so they're on the outside of it. I think that's really cool. And then little paper boats floating down these cups of tea. Gorgeous page, I love that, absolutely love it. Beautifully drawn. Another fun, we've got what looks to me like a river, surrounded by all these plants, a tree that has fallen so you could walk across there. Yeah, just gorgeous. Would be perfect for ink tents. It would be perfect for watercolours, a watercolour base, alcohol markers, whatever you wanted to throw at this book I'm sure would cope. Look at that, we've got little bunnies in the paper boats. It's just an incredible book. How many pages are there? I don't know. I don't know how many pages there are. But a lot. It's quite a chunky book, look. So there's another little girl holding on for dear life. And look at this one. Isn't that stunning? Looks a little bit like Alice in Wonderland to me there, standing and just looking at the sky, and we've got all these kites taking off and a crash landed one. It's just beautiful. It's just, I don't know, it gives me a real calm feeling, this book. I think, Julie, you know me very well by now. Yeah, just a very calm feeling. I think looking at it, it doesn't feel stressful, it doesn't feel panicky about, oh God, what colours am I going to use, and all those kind of things. It's just because it can be what you want it to be. I mean, if I wanted bright orange turquoise leaves, I could. It's just, yeah, it's just my choice, your colouring book. And I love that. So here we are, a very Lizzie Mary Cullen style hills. And yet we've got this incredible art style as well. I just love it. Right, I'm going to stop waffling and speed up. Now, wouldn't that look cool if they were like these ones, these mushrooms were like fluorescent, and this background was dark, like they were glowing. And then you've got the normal ones with the houses on it. Oh, that would just look so cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm getting carried away again. But I do enjoy it. It fills my heart with joy, sitting looking through new books. I just love it. I love this one. Look at this little lady watching the deer down there. And I think that's probably, it's just that you're in the heart of nature, aren't you, with it? We've got a windmill and this little lane leading up to it. And it just feels very calming. Unicorn. Again, houses and balloons. Sometimes do you feel you wish you could tie a balloon to your house and just float away? I do. I've got too much stuff in my art room to leave any of it behind. It'd have to float away with me. More houses, little village at this time in clovers. Yeah, it's so different but so beautiful. So, do you know what though? I'm not going to rush because there are books that you haven't seen, or you might not have seen. And I'm enjoying myself. So put me on speed 2 or fast forward me to the next book. That's entirely up to you. I don't mind. But I'm just, for all of you that have said you love listening and chatting with me, I'm going to carry on. Look at this one. Look at her sat in that flower pot. There's so many that are jumping out to me that I want to colour. And now I can, now I've shared it with you. Look at that. So beautiful. Oh, is it like a dilapidated little greenhouse here with nature growing through it, like nature's taking it back. A little lantern here. And that one's lit, so I don't know if somebody's going to go in and renovate. Oh, and here's our little lady again. Look at her pretty dress. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the style of those trees. Love it. That's very Rita Berman, isn't it? Like those trees. If you look at Africa, there is actually a tree like that in Africa. Her newest colouring book. So that's why I love it. Rita Berman, cross Lizzie Mary Cullen, and what do you get? You get this. Gorgeous. There we go. That's the last page. So, there's the back if you want to pause it and read what she says. That is Dreamland colouring book, Whimsical Worlds by Renata. I can't say the last name. I do apologise. No, not even going to try. So Julie, thank you. I know I've already sent my thanks, but bless your heart. Thank you so much. And then, so bear in mind, these have been building up. This was a pre-order that I had pre-ordered from Amazon, and they messed me about so much I had to go to... where did I go to? Blackwell's. It came eventually. I had to order it from Blackwell's because Amazon gave the release date and said that it would be with us that day. And on the day that it was supposed to be delivered, said they hadn't got it and there was no revised delivery date, would have to wait. And I was like, well, I will not. So I went to cancelled my order at Amazon's and went to Blackwell's and got it, and they delivered it later. This is mythographic, so just let me show you that. That's that Dreamland book, exactly the same size. Mythographic Fairy Wonderland. Now I've been waiting for this. This is Fabiana Atanasio. An incredibly, very, very incredibly talented illustrator, as you'll probably be aware. But this book, my gosh, I mean, I love this front page. Got this lady sleeping. Oh, there's just so much detail in the books. I know from looking at flip-throughs of other different mythographic books, they are very hard to make out what's going on. So I won't dwell too long. Single-sided pages. Who's the publisher here? Castle Point Books, New York. Single-sided paper, smooth, perfect for watercolour, markers, whatever you want to throw at it really. But we've got a little fox and a little fairy sitting on some mushrooms and some lanterns. A lady covered it in what looks like lilies to me, and well, mixture of flowers with all these butterfly wings down the side. So grasshopper and a violin, and loads and loads and loads of lanterns, and it looks like the moon behind. A couple of grasshoppers actually. They're supposed to represent the sound they make, I presume, of their legs. or their wings, whichever one it is that they make noise with. This one is stunning. So we've got this young lady sitting and reading some kind of scroll inside a pomegranate surrounded by grapevines. I love that page. Isn't that gorgeous? She's little fairy folk or elf folk because she's got her pointy ears. Isn't that stunning? Oh. I've got the aviary book and I haven't touched it because I'm scared. But my gosh, the artwork is just incredible, and I need to stop being so stupid about it and get on with it. I am pushing myself. Looks like an anteater. Oh, badger, not an anteater. Where that came from. And are these irises? Because they're beautiful. I know what they look like in real life, but I'm not really sure if that's what they are. Delicate little flowers. A horse, mer horse, coming out of a book. Oh, it looks like, do you remember the scene in Free Willy, the film, where he, Willy flies over him when he's free? That reminds me of that. A little boy's holding his arms out, and this whale is coming out through that arch into freedom. That's what it looks like to me, anyway. Gorgeous image. Dragon here, and his wings are made of leaves, and we've got a lantern there. Gorgeous, lovely. Another little like elfling fairy. She's got wings, and this is oh, she's part of a plant by the look of it, like some kind of plant, part of a tree maybe. That's very cool. And then these bubbles with flowers in. Butterflies or moths. And we've got a moth girl here, and she's asleep and her wings are tucked round her. So the wings are here, if you can make that out. Beautiful. A snail. There's one for Karen, Zucchini Kitty. She loves the little snails. That's beautiful. And a little snail girl sitting in like a swing chair that also looks like a shell. It's very cool. Birds and fish. I like his bill with all those swirls in it. Dragonflies. Looks like some kind of like building like the Taj Mahal. That could be absolutely gorgeous. They're like, do you remember in Harry Potter? Those flying keys they have to get as part of the, is it the Chamber of Secrets? They have flying keys in that, don't they? They have to get the right one to open the door. My printing's a bit funny on this one. But swans and poppies and a little girl sitting on the swan. Beautiful. Tiger. That'll be striking when it's done. Goodness me. So is the world above? There is a world above, but there's also a world going on below. Or is that... I was going to say reflection, but this doesn't match with any of it. So maybe not. I don't know. No, it's not. It's going... Ah, see? Even I'm having trouble, and the book's in front of me. He's sat on a ledge. I'm being really dumb. He's sat on a ledge, and the trees are coming up behind him. And this is like sort of growth that's coming off his ledge that he's on. That's really cool. Now I've made it out. That's a really cool image. So that now makes more sense and would be easier for me to colour. I get that now. Gosh. It's embarrassing being me on camera, folks. And then we've got, I don't know what these are, like little fox type creatures. Well, with tails. They could be anything you want them to be. Oh. Oh, it looks like a little koala. An adapted koala. Oh, look at those. Oh my goodness, the dancing flower fairies. Oh, wow. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness. Oh, look. I have to keep... Come on, Lucy. Unicorn. You can do this. Oh, look. Oh, I like him or her. That's so cool. So he's on guard outside his door, just checking it, maybe checking it's safe to go out or in. We've got like snow crystals, so but it doesn't look Christmassy to me, so that's gorgeous. Love his little face. I might give him a bigger pupil, but other than that, he's gorgeous. Oh. We've got like a troll, isn't it? Like a troll, tree troll. Oh, I like that. I don't know what colours I'd use for him because his hair is part of, looks like maybe a waterfall actually. Or I don't know. Very cool. Oh, look at this serene picture. A little fairy floating down the river on a leaf. Water lilies in the background and all this beautiful ornate archways. That's gorgeous. I could see that one coloured being beautiful. A little bat friend flying our little Thumbelina fairy in a thimble. She's that tiny. Do you know what? Those circles really annoy me. I wish they'd take them out too. Just get rid of all the unnecessary bits, because to me that's just sort of messed up the image. I don't know how you feel about it, but yeah, it really annoys me. Now, I looking at this one, is she in like an aquarium looking at these guys? Or is she in a cage and they get to look at her? You know, like the opposite way round. I don't know. I have these weird thoughts. She's on land here. But I don't know. It could be that that's what she uses to go down and talk to them. I don't know. But it's very cute, wherever it is. It's got like a little Shirley Temple style hairstyle there. Oh wow. That's beautiful. Like fuchsias, aren't they? Like yeah, like a fuchsia plant. And she's part of it. That's also beautiful. Primarily, well, the most common ones in the UK are fuchsias are pink and purple, or red, like a red colour. So that could be stunning. Beautifully bright and beautiful. Might have to have a go at that one. Looks a bit simpler than the others, doesn't it, folks? And then a lion. I love colouring lions. I would probably go with the traditional lion colours, but pick out these flowers. So maybe I'd go with sort of tans and browns, and then pick this out as some kind of blue greens, maybe turquoises, or we could do purple. That would look cool. Just saying. God, get on with it, Lucy. Mr. Tumnus. That's what it reminds me of. Mr. Tumnus from The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. A fairy, and she's looking down into a whole world that's upside down under the water. Another fairyland in the rain. That's beautiful. I love this. So we've got mushroom fairy houses, little bridge, and he's out for a walk. Or maybe going on an adventure. He's got wings, little fairy boy. Like that. Owl. Gorgeous. Come on, Lucy Loop, get on with it. Turtle. Oh. That's unusual. It's a goat. I like it. Is it a goat or a little lamb? I don't know. It's got a tree growing out of its head. A fairy boy looking down over, looks like a fairy type of castle. Frog. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Well, they're all gorgeous, but hummingbird. Looks like a little hedgehog or porcupine, but instead he's got crystals. And again, that black line, that would drive me mad. I'd have to white it out, I think. Is it a pumpkin man? A rock man? Rock man, by the look of it. I don't know. Can't make it out properly. There's his hands. Obviously that's his face. Okay, peacock, but instead of the patterns on his tail. We've got clocks, watches rather. Oh, that's nice. Oh, look, it's a little mole home. I like it. Look at that. And look at his glasses. Oh, bless him. It's a bit like me. More of those little nymphs or fairy folk that I liked. And some fishies. And Mr. Tumnus and his dear friends. And wasp or bee. That's nice. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So that is Mythographic Fairy Wonderland by the very talented Fabiana Attanasio. Then this was from an anonymous sender from my wish list, and I am eternally grateful. I don't know who sent them. It just said anonymous. So whoever anonymous is, bless your heart, thank you so much. This is Nostalgia. This is a hardback colouring book. It came from Amazon, and it wasn't cheap because it's a very special book. I have, I'm afraid, cheated and coloured a page straight in there. I couldn't wait. Yeah, this is Nostalgia. The artist is called Green Ivy, and she's got 2 books. I mean, look at this. It is such a special book. Look at the inside. Now I have to be careful because I don't want to show you my finished page, but let's just open it at the front. So this is a Korean colouring book. You get the usual incredible layout of the book, and then you know me. It's a bit like Apol's books, but you get the image on this side coloured, and then you get this one that you can do. And I'm going to work through it. I'm going to use my Faber-Castell Albert Dura's. And what did I use? All my my posh pencils, so I know that it will stay light fast, because it's just, oh, it's such a beautiful book. I think, if I remember correctly, I will try and link it down below. I think it was around £40 from the UK. But actually, if you were to order this from, say, Etsy or somewhere else, it would cost you that and more, possibly, for postage. So I am eternally grateful. It's just so beautiful. And I'm not going to worry about backgrounds. I'm going to copy the illustration. I might change it up a little bit. But I love the colours they use. You've got some of the print is in, like the stalks have already got some green on the outline, and the flowers have got orange on the outline. But if you wanted to change the colour, it wouldn't mess up your colouring. It's that light. Absolutely adorable, adorable book. I love it. So my plan is to do at least one picture a month in this incredible, beautiful book. There we go. Look at that garden scene, little garden shed. I adore it. So I'm just making sure that I don't show you my finished page, and then we'll just quickly flip. Look at that one. I love that one. And again, the teacup's already got like a blue outline. Love this one. It's raining rose or flower petals. It's so cute. And I think there's like different seasons in it. But oh, look at the little boy and the little girl. She's being all coy. Oh, it's just such a beautiful book. So this is Nostalgia by Green Ivy, and was sold on UK Amazon. So that arrived, and then I did a page in it because I've had it for a couple of weeks, and I did a page in it. I couldn't wait. And then I'm assuming it's the same person, whoever you are, sent her other book. Now this is the older one. The Nostalgia was printed in oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to read it. I think you have to be on Amazon to read it, don't you? Yeah, I don't know when it was printed, but I think this is a newer one. I could be wrong. But then there's this one by Green Ivy, and as you can see, I've behaved myself and I haven't opened it, waiting for you guys. So I'm going to be very, very busy. But this is a, excuse the rustling, this is a softback book, but equally as beautiful. Well, I haven't looked yet, but I know it will be. And this one is called, oh my goodness, it's not on the cover, I can't remember, what is it called? That's really bad. I do know it, but you know what my brain is like. I'll start flipping while we, this was printed in 2001. I'll go to Amazon while I'm flipping, and it's the same, obviously the same illustrator, Green Ivy. The same style, but just paperback. This is the season, so that might actually be what it's called. The 4 Seasons. I think that's what it is, but I will check for you. I've got to get it up anyway, haven't I? For the links. Let me just put it in. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I think this one is a little bit more detailed than the last one, or the newest one. Let me just, sorry if my computer pings. Oh, come on. So I'll keep flipping. It's because it's been sat still and now it's got a million notifications before it will let me do anything. Oh, that's why it's not finding it. Go away, go away. What are you doing? Green. I've put Uri. Or it's corrected me. Greenery colouring book. No, I don't want that. Oh dear, here it is. Yeah, it's called 4 Seasons. And this one is £32. So this was from Anonymous again, like I said. And I'm so grateful. I can't believe how lucky I am. And don't think for 1 minute I don't know it. You know, I am very, very lucky. I'm very blessed. And just when sometimes you feel like you're losing faith in humanity for certain things, gosh, that's gorgeous. People pop up that are genuinely beautiful, caring, lovely people. And it changes that. You know, it brings you back down to earth that, you know, not the majority of people are wonderful. And you know, you kind of brings me back, restores my faith. Let's put it that way. Shall we? Look at that one. Gosh, it's stunning. I'd love to do one on screen with you if you wanted to see it. I don't know how people would feel about that, is what I'm trying to say. But oh, I'd love to do. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, look. Oh, that is just adorable. It's like a little holly hobby. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my goodness. This one is just as beautiful as the last one. Look at this little lady. Yeah, she's a little lady. Oh, oh my goodness. And you've got they're not perforated, but you've got a line that you can cut. The paper is super good quality paper. Smooth, but there is tooth to it. And having coloured in the last book, it liked, what did I use? I think it was Derwent Colour Soft. I can't remember what else I used. But like I used a mix of pencils, and look at that one. Oh, it's just... So this one is now summer, which I can't wait for personally. So I'm going to skip some pages because... Oh my goodness. Gosh, I love it. Look, look, look. Oh my God. Oh, it's so lovely. Oh. It's not just the fact that I love copying artists' work, but it's not just the fact that I can copy it. It's the images itself. They're so sweet and innocent and pure. Look at that. Oh, it's just out of this world. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's what's going on today. Well, it's been quite dry today, but it's really dreary. Oh, they're sat with her cat waiting to go out. So if I do a page, if you do want me to do a page in one of these books, I'll have to translate it for you so you see what they're saying about it. She's fallen asleep with a book on her face. With all these hydrangeas, aren't they? Yeah, I think so. I think that's what they're called. Yeah. Around her. Just, yeah, it's absolutely stunning. Oh, look at that. Every time I go to say, right, well, I think you get the idea, the next page captivates me, and that's what these books are like. It was Zucchini Kitty's fault. She had nostalgia, I think. She might have this one as well. And I put it on my wish list, and whoever this Anonymous is, thank you so much, Anonymous. Whoever you are, you're an absolute sweetheart. I absolutely adore it. Yeah, so every time I think, oh, okay, I think you get the picture of what this gorgeous book is about. Autumn. Something pops up. I need to stop myself, but I can't. I haven't looked through it properly. Look at that one. Look at the quilt behind her. I haven't looked through it. As you see, I've just opened it because I tried to behave so I could share it with you. So every time I go off camera, there's a picture that captivates me and I have to and ah over it. Ooh and ah. Again, we've got the coloured in lines, or the coloured lines instead of grey. But, oh, just look at that. Baby granddaughter and Nana. Halloween. That's a cool one. And then winter. Oh. I wonder if there's any Christmassy ones. We'll just quickly look. Sorry, folks. I can't help myself. Oh, they're baking. Look at that. See? That looks like older brother and little sister baking. We're going to get into a lot of mess if they don't move the animals out of the way. Need to move those pets. Oh. So, I presume, what is going on with no dress? What's that all about? For you to fill in, maybe? I don't know. Be easy to do, wouldn't it? Oh, my goodness. Look at that scene outside that window. Aren't they just... Oh, look at that. Just stunning. Sorry, I can't help it. They're just so beautiful. They're just... Oh, now Christmassy ones. Look, reindeer. Look at the outfits they're in. Reindeer. Oh. Look at that one. Yes, so Zucchini Kitty does have that one, this book, because she coloured that. I watch all her videos. Every single one of them. I think she's incredible, and I like to support her and let her know that her videos aren't going to waste. Which they never do. And then you've got note pages at the back. Look at that. Forget me not. Oh, that's so pretty. So you can colour it and write a letter on it. What a beautiful book. I'm sorry that it took forever to get through it. It's not my fault they make these beautiful books. So, Anonymous, thank you very, very much. And I'm eternally grateful. Thank you. Hopefully, we can get a colour with me on the channel with these, because... Oh, I think there'd be, you know, if you want one, I wouldn't hesitate to get it, because I don't think they'll be around for long. Just saying, I don't think they'll be on Amazon for long. And then finally, last but not very much not least, if I can get my words out, I'm friends with a lady called Heather on Instagram, and we have chatted. And she said she'd watched a video of mine and could she send me something all the way from America. So I said, yeah, well, yes, of course you can. So there was a knock at the door yesterday, and it had a box, and on the shipping label, what do you call it? Customs label. It said 3 colouring books. So no way! Oh my gosh! Well. Yeah, that's what I did, nearly choked. Look what she'd sent me. Can you believe this? Well, so she says, Hi Lucy, I've had these for quite a while and have never touched them. Too many books and not enough time. Well, we all know that, don't we? I know these will get more love with you. Enjoy, love, Heather. I can't believe, I just can't believe, that's what I was saying, how lovely some people are. I just, I was talking about, I had Fairy, the green one, what's it called? Oh gosh, I'm too overwhelmed. I had one book and I was talking about wanting more because I'd fixed the mistakes that I'd made earlier on in my colouring. And I just mentioned, could I justify paying £50 to get it to the UK for one book, that kind of thing. And so that, Heather's picked up on that. I don't have the words. She sent the bookmarks. They're untouched, immaculate condition. Absolutely immaculate condition. I know you've seen these. But I was just blown away. People's generosity and love and thoughtfulness never fails to amaze me, and like I said, restores my faith in friendship and humankind just when you need it. Hydrangea, I was right. Yay! That's a beautiful page. Look at that. So this is Fairy Miracles by the incredible Clara Markova. Then I've got Fairy Touch of Magic. Now I think Fairy Miracles is the older one. I think I've got them in the right order. 2018 is Fairy Miracles. Then Fairy Touch of Magic. I've watched people colour these in. Very envious. This was 2020 and each book has 112 pages to colour. The paper is amazing. And if you like me, innocent, whimsical, fairy tale, heartstrings and innocence, these books you're not gonna, you don't have to look far in these books to find that. I mean, look at that. Wow. Look at that dress. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. I just can't wait to do a picture in one of these. So what I really, really, really would like to do is a picture with you in one of these beautiful books, and my anonymous books. Let me know. I'd love to. Oh, they're screaming at me. And I've got itchy fingers to get going. Just incredible. Oh, look at her. Now, I know somebody requested, I asked in the last video what you'd like to see, and I know somebody requested, would I please do a Hannah Carlson page because they struggled with skin? That's fine. But something like this we could do in this book and the same colour combinations would apply, if that makes sense, for one of these books. But she's gorgeous. I love her. Wow. So that is Fairy Touch of Magic. What a beautiful, beautiful... Well, they're all incredible. And then Little Secrets from My Fairy House. Now, if I'm correct, this is the newer one, and there is a new one on the way that's coming out this year, I think. This is... Look at even the front covers. This is 2022, 112 pages. And this is the newest, excuse me, this is the newest one at the moment. Now, they are available on Etsy, but incredibly expensive. To get it to the UK, you had to pay the same price and more for the colouring book, just in shipping. So incredibly expensive, and there was always something in the way, I mean, I did get the one book, what is it called? Fairy, I don't know, I got the green one, but earlier on in my colouring, but this, oh, I don't know, but I think now Heather has gifted these incredible books. I might get the last one because, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. They're just, aren't they dreamy? And I think as as her work's gone on, she's got more complex. So if you like detailed pages, these books are amazing. But there are some ones that aren't so complex. And then there's always these little images on the other side, which are just darling. Yeah. Oh, it's just, Heather, I know I've messaged you and we've talked about it, but I really don't have the words to express how it makes me feel that somebody takes a statement that I've said and turns, and I just don't have the words, a statement that I've said and makes it happen for me. It's just incredible, incredible kindness and love, and thank you to everyone and everyone here that just supports me by liking the video or watching it. It's overwhelming, folks. Thank you so much. Oh, I just adore them, and I have looked through them, of course I have. These ones are just beautiful, isn't it? And I think in all of them at the back, yeah, there's little cutouts that you can colour in, and you find the correct page and you glue that bit and stick it in the book. So you've got a little flap on your colouring book. Let's have a look. There is, I know there is in this, because like a little, yeah. So you've got the, you know, like a flap that you lift up. And is there one in this one? Fairy Miracles? Is it Fairy Celebrations I've got? I don't know. Can't remember. It's in my cart, waiting to show you a page I've coloured in it. Yeah, so these ones are little doors this time. And then she always sends a postcard in each of them. So, my oh, I think I've put it back in the book. And then this one in this book. And then this big one. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Just adorable. So I will keep them in the books and probably mark the page with them when I've coloured a page. So, Heather, my goodness, I can't clear my throat. Heather, yeah, like I say, I'm not going to keep going. I cannot get the words out, but thank you so much, sweetheart. It's just, yeah, I don't have the words, but thank you, darling. So I would love to come back on the channel and colour one from here, from these. I want to be able to show my gratitude for them, and one from these. So I might just do it. Because somebody's gone to the... Oh, and also this one. How could I forget? Dreamland. So that might just be our agenda, if that's all right with you, for the next couple of videos. And then we could do Dreamland, one in the... I don't know. Let me know your thoughts, folks. I know you're always really good at doing that, but I would really like the people that have sent such generous, beautiful gifts. I would really like to show my gratitude by doing a video with them. So let me know your thoughts in the order of maybe which we do first. But I'm very excited about all of them, and I really want to get stuck into this one. Yeah, anyway, I want to get stuck into all of them. Thank you for spending time with me. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I know I go on and on and on and on, but that's what gives me pleasure, and that's why I started the channel, was to share that joy of colouring with you. So if you've watched if you've got this far, thank you so much. And just liking the video and watching the video is a help, and I appreciate every single one of you. So thank you. So until we meet again with whichever one I come... I'm not going to be able to sit here and leave them. I'm going to have to pick one and start. I've just finished a colouring page, so I need to start one. So whichever one I come back with, it will be on camera and we'll do it together. So until we meet again in the very near future, take really good care of yourselves, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.